The dreaming. Many mansions ruin. Reap. Working to stay busy, working quiet. But the feather duster sounds as loud as a street sweeper. Cain hasn't made a sound for almost an hour now, since he broke the Tsar Nicholas lead crystal harpsichord in the conservatory. 3 weeks now since his brother's been sober. 3 weeks of walking on eggshells, sitting silent, making himself small while Cain raged. Holding back, not a word for fear he'll only make things worse. No one has to tell him things can get worse. But the harpsichord, gone in a senseless shadow of keys and string-shirt discord, and that was a secret. It was better when Cain hurt him, hurt his body. They could always heal, better than this hurt to his soul, better than this dread winding tight in his gut. Eep!
No, I'm fine, Goldie.
Eep!
Shh, I think maybe he's finally going to sleep.
Eep!
We'll dump them in the swamp on our way out. I don't think he'll find them there. I can hear him snoring.
Beep!
I'm sure he didn't mean to break it, Goldie. Cain's not well.
And the smell from the parlor, sour sick stench of sweat and spilled wine, and Abel tells himself again, Cain's not well. Cain's really not well.
We'll have to hurry. He'd be scared if he woke up and we were just gone.
Reap.
Please don't say that. You're just making it harder on me.
Arr!
Oh, Goldie.
Reap.
No, it's going to be all right. Eve will know what to do, I promise.
And he thinks, there, as if there's any chance this will make a difference.
Come along, Goldie. There's might be muleps lurking about.
Meep. The mist wraps around him, clammy, and today it smells like gin and chardonnay. Styptic sweat and hangover vomit, and it whispers delirious, angry, drunken.
Let's go see Eve, he says. I hope she's at home. No, I guess she doesn't really go out much.
Yeah, she's inside. It's that time of the month, you know. Hiya, Goldie.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Just to make a fuss over the blood. She's touchy about it sometimes.
Eve, hello?
From somewhere in the musty dark, she says, "Come in, Abel. But be careful, the floor's slippery." And that last part makes him want to go back home. Hello, Abel. Hello, Goldie. Didn't Matthew tell you that I was busy?
Yes, but it's
important?
Yes. It's about Cain. He's well, he's not well.
No, I expect he isn't. Not if he's drinking half as much as Matthew tells me.
I'm worried about him, Eve. He says things. He talks about hurting himself.
But he hasn't hurt himself, Abel. He's just feeling sorry for himself.
I don't know. He drank a whole bottle of strychnine yesterday.
And if Cain really wanted to kill himself, he knows how.
he's not getting any better at all, and he won't even talk about his house anymore. I don't think I can live with him like this much longer. He's started breaking things and what? What do you want from me? I'm sorry, Abel. I just don't think I know what to say to you. Sometimes I'm not even sure I'd help Cain if I did know what to do for him. Why wouldn't you want to help? Just give me a hand with this and we'll talk, okay? I left Mel alone by one of the pits and they'll be getting hungry soon. Eep! Don't worry, Goldie. It's only blood. It'll wash right off. It always does. Once, before New Orleans, I'd have told you to talk to Matthew. Once, I might have been willing to talk to Cain myself. I used to be pretty good with self-pity. I just don't have the stomach for it anymore. And after the things that Mel has told me about Cain, well, it's going to be a long time before I can look him in the eye. But just keep walking, Abel, and don't look over the side. I know Cain's not an easy person to get along with. He's an asshole, Abel. He treated Jamela like a prisoner, and he would have left her up there to rot forever if Seth hadn't found her. But he went back into her house to save her, didn't he? He did do that, and when the angel came to punish me, he tried to protect me. Great. So he's an asshole with a conscience. That's not fair. Shh, Abel. This one can be tricky. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this one. What would happen if you didn't feed them, Eve? The night terrors? Yes. I'm not sure. Sometimes I think about that. Maybe they would just starve. Or they might begin to feed on the sleeping. Either way, I never intend to find out. Cain has spent ages making things hard on himself and then blaming the rest of the universe for his hardships. Either he's too stupid to understand his actions have consequences, or he simply thinks he's beyond reproach. Given that business was a mark, I intend to suspect the latter. Eep! Ah! I swear one day that ugly bastard's going to take off my hand. Anyway, there's too much genuine sorrow in the world for me to spur sympathy for someone like Cain. He's brought all of this on himself, Abel, and he'll have to find out his own way out of it. If he'd rather spend the next century or two as a drunkard, well, that's his business. But he's lost everything, Eve. That wasn't his fault, was it? The fire wasn't his fault. Yes, Abel, the fire was his fault too. Jamela says that the house killed itself, that it tried to murder Cain first, and then used coals from the stove in his kitchen to start the fire. And you believe her? Yes, Abel, I do. I wasn't sure at first. She certainly has enough reason to hate Cain, and at first I thought she might be lying to get even. I thought perhaps she even set the fire herself to deprive Cain of the one thing he seemed to care about. Weep. But she's telling the truth. You know how much that house hated Cain. Yes, I know. Eve, I think maybe there's something wrong with the dreaming. I mean... Weep. Come along, Abel. I have one more stop, and then I think that you should talk to Mel for yourself. Weep. No, Goldie. I think I got something in my eye, that's all. Oh, my. You and Goldie, stay where you are, Abel. This will only take a moment. What is it? Arr! I wish I knew. It's been here longer than any of the others, longer than me.
I think maybe it's something that hasn't happened. Something no one's even dreamed of yet. And maybe, if I keep it fat, maybe they never will.
Doesn't that hurt?
Yes, Abel, it hurts. I think that's part of what keeps it in that hole. We should get started. It's a long climb.
It looks awfully dangerous. Isn't there another way?
No, just don't look down and you'll be fine. But if you hear anything calling you, ignore it, Abel. Don't answer.
Beep. I can't find the next step. Eve, I can't.
I said don't look down, Abel, not to keep your eyes shut.
Meep, meep.
Open them or you're going to lose your balance and then you will fall. Take my hand, Abel. We're at the top.
Meep. We are? Really?
Really.
Meep. You should think about putting in an
elevator?
Yeah. Is it much further?
No, we're almost there. Here you go. Mel, what are you doing? It was getting hungry. It was making the bad noise again and I'm sorry. It's all right, Jamila. I shouldn't have taken so long. It isn't your fault. The night terrors are my responsibility. And I forgot to tell you not to feed the insomnibus. I shouldn't have, but I didn't.
But what do we say, Goldie?
You're very welcome, Goldie. Abel wanted to know if we could tell him how to help Cain. Abel wanted to know if we could tell him how to help Cain. And he's already tried impaling? How about boiling whale oil or silver bullets? Now, there's a thought.
He's really sick, Mel. It's not funny.
He's really soused, Abel. There's a difference. Everything has to be a melodrama with Cain, doesn't it? Like the way he's never forgiven himself for killing you that first time. So he has to keep doing it over and over again, as if he'll eventually prove that he never did anything wrong, that it wouldn't matter not being able to forgive. Even if Cain deserves our help, there's nothing we can do for him, Abel. He won't let us. He'd rather burn in hell first, which is fine by me.
You hate him?
And you don't? After everything that he's done to you? I don't mean killing you, Abel. I mean all the selfish, hateful, petty things.
No, I don't hate Cain. He's my brother.
She's right, Abel. I'm sorry, but Cain has to stop hating himself before he can get better. He's blaming his house for its suicide, and as long as he does, he doesn't really want to see it rebuilt. A new house could always prove him wrong, Abel. It could get sick and die too, and someone besides him might begin to suspect he's a bad caretaker.
I'm going home now. I don't want to hear any more of this.
Abel, wait. What you said before about there being something wrong with the dreaming? What did you mean?
Nothing. I was just thinking out loud. But it's a secret, and Cain says I'm not supposed to tell secrets.
Cain isn't here, and you know the truth about secrets. You know that sometimes they have to stop being secrets. You know there's more happening than Cain is only part of it.
Didn't there used to be rules before?
Before what, Abel?
Before Lord Morpheus' captivity in the waking world. Sometimes I can almost remember that there were rules and we didn't break them.
I don't know what you mean, Abel.
Yes, you do. The dreams that didn't commit suicide. We did our jobs. We didn't break secret crystal harpsichords. We didn't hurt Cain. And we didn't call back the dead Raven's Eve. We didn't break the rules ever, even when it would have made things easier. Please, Abel, stop. You asked.
Mother, he's not trying to hurt you.
Please, Abel, just go. Now. If you want to talk again, send Matthew and I come. But I have to try to help Cain now. I'll see myself out.
Please don't cry, Eve. Please don't cry.
Don't look at any of them, Goldie. It only gets their attention.
Reap! And it stuck in his head, like a silly tune or nursery rhyme, something Jumela said to him the night of the fire.
See you guys later, and tell Cain I said to lay off the hooch.
A piece of a poem, and remember this, she said. Remember this, Abel. What matters though? Numbed nightmare right on top, and blood and mire the sensitive body stain? What matter? Heave no sigh, let no tear drop. A greater, a more gracious time has gone.
There. Even that cream-filled sticky bun of a... Even Abel should be able to read that. I made a funny there, Gregory. Even Abel should be able... Get it? Work. Yeah, well, what do you know, you lizard? I've never met a Gorgo yet with a sense of humour. I've to go away for a little while, Gregory, on business. You can't come with me. Or, just listen. I won't be gone long, but you have to wait here. You have to make sure that Abel and that little golden menace of his don't lose everything up before I get back. Or, no, you can't. Don't make this any harder on me, Gregory. They don't like gargoyles where I'm going. They don't like them at all, except museums or casseroles. You just be a good monster and say yes, Sire Cain, or stay right here and keep dumb old Abel from faxing the location of Jimmy Hoffa's grave to the Rolling Stone. Or, there you go. Now that's the stuff.
I'm going to miss you, old boy.
Or, I'll come back as soon as I can, I promise. Or, soon, okay? Just make sure Abel gets the envelope. It's important that he gets the envelope right away. Work. Goodbye, Gregory. Work.
Beep. And Abel knows what that sound means. Inconsolable air-raid hole. Despair too big for words. Sound more desolate than all the wastes a nightmare. The guilt as sudden as a cold sweat that covers him. Fat fool, he thinks in his brother's acid skull voice. Fat, stupid fool. Leaving Cain drunk and alone, staying so long with Eve when he knew better, when he knew...
Beep! I can't run any more.
Fat, stupid fool. It doesn't matter exactly what's happened, it'll still be his fault.
Beep! Shut up, Gregory. What's happened? Where's Cain?
Beep.
Or gone? Gone where?
And it's there, right where Gregory said it would be. And he thinks maybe, if he doesn't open it, if he turns around and walks back outside, all the way back to Eve's cave and starts over.
Oh.
But this part of the story isn't supposed to end that way. Not happy, not with a sound of hammers and saws and restoration. This part of the story's already been written. In a moment, the curtain will fall, and there's nothing left for him to do but reads the lines she's been given, follows the cues where they lead. I'm sorry, really, sincerely your brother. Take a bow.
Oh, Goldie, he's gone. It was only a stupid harpsichord.
Beep. Heave no sigh, let no tear drop. A greater, a more gracious time has gone.